Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Indeed. I'm kind of a big deal. I know how to use band-aids and everything. Damn, hint required to talk about. Alright.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses.
Oh!
That's all that matters.
The shillings, you say? What are you doing in your life? Are you... I don't... Some of these, that's the only thing I don't necessarily like about pick your decision-y type things like this, because that's kind of vague about what that might actually be asking, I guess, if that makes any sense at all. Papas? Dude, leave
Goodbye,
conversation.
Mrs. Goswick.
Alright, what's wrong with you, fuckwit?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name?
Would you like to be slapped out of the chair?
Mortimer Goswick.
Oh. Yeah. You have strep throat. Now I
Tell
want
me
you to
about
tell me your life
yourself,
story.
Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Yeah, man. Who goes to a hospital to get medical attention? You selfish son of a bitch.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
And your mama's money. Doink. Okay, I literally just noticed that the background was kind of blocking it earlier, I guess. So that's your options. You can... So he's recovering and gain that. Or if I wanted to mesmerize him, then I can hit this and see what my chances are. I like it. I like it a lot.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
What? What happened?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, I legitimately thought he called
I
me
have to
back
go now,
over.
sir.
I have no idea.
But don't hesitate
Just
to contact me if you
Odd
need any
timing, I
help.
suppose. Ah, well.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Well, he's gonna die. I joke.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
I suspect your social standing doesn't mean a whole lot of shit during the plague, my dear. Ooh.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
You know, motherfucker's sitting in a chair. Yeah, I don't share your stupor because... Yeah. Do you require my medical assistance?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
You got that syphilitis, don't you?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Don't waste your time with me. I'm never gonna keep anything from her.
Your son sounds like just a depressing bag of butthole.
With you at our side, Dr. Reid,
Anyway,
I know
what am I supposed to be
Pembroke
doing?
will prevail and survive this epidemic.
So I need to say what? Okay. I mean, I definitely need to do that or find a bed that I can use at some point, but what am I supposed to be doing now? Oh. Oh. Well, where's... Huh. Well, where's he at? Oh, is he in the hot? So there's a fellow in the hospital who requires the things and stuff. So how do I track him? What the hell is that? Oh. Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Right. Gotta check. Yeah.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reid? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Not to mention, having the munchies right in the middle of an operation would be just a terrible, terrible thing to deal with right now. Huh?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Right here then.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
So where are your two doctors that are fussing over, or is that even... Ooh, silent. Right, now. I don't know who you are either.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Look, man.
Thank
Calm
you.
down. Not that
And
big
you
of a deal.
are?
I'm impressed
I
with
am
me
Thoreau
too, you
Strickland,
know?
Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Are you one of the ones arguing over homeboy's arm over there? I can give him a medical checkup. Would you like to play doctor? Would it be? No? Maybe I can't ask him about that.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reid. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
So... No,
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well,
Didn't
it
mean
has
to do
always
that.
been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Wow. Wow. So... Yeah, there it is.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question.
How dare you?
I want nothing
Oh.
but to save my patient, Dr. Reid. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Damn! We just learning everything about everything, Mr. Talkie Pants.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Eh. The other one's easier. Rightio then.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
So, where's Dr. Fussy Britches? Uh-huh. Oh, Dr. Fussy Britches! Are you Dr. Fussy Britches?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reid, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd.
Oh dear.
Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
I'm gonna dabble in whooping your ass, you keep talking shit. Oh, we know things about stuff. Huh. You starting to look like a Happy Meal.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
Yes.
And what exactly
None of that.
is that supposed
All
to
of that.
mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I mean, a little bit of A, a little bit of B. Yeah, you're kind of a fuckwad, and I'll turn you wrong side out.
I don't see any reason why I should justify my actions to you.
That's true, Dr. Reid. The only judge has to be yourself. The question is, are you judging yourself hard enough?
Nope, not even remotely. 2000 XP, huh? Oh! We definitely can't mesmerize him. How unfortunate. Boink.
Tell me, Waverly,
Which is why he has a
what do
problem
you
with...
think
Okay,
of Dr.
I see.
Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess the answer to this one.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Trust his judgment. He just insulted me within like 5 seconds of meeting him. No. Of course I will. I'm a doctor, damn it. I don't even know if this is... I'm not gonna pick this because it might just be some wonky... Yeah, I'm guessing yes, no, and neutral.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reid. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
Uh-huh. Indeed.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
If you're lucky. That's... Anyway, I still haven't found this dude to get... There's so many people here, too? Good heavens. Oh. The hell? Alright, there he is. Fiddick. No. 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 Oh well. I was looking for the fatigue guy or whatever, but I'm not sure. Is he? No.
It's locked.
Oh, that would be the reason it was red, huh? Derp. Pick. Oh, too far away, I guess. Where in the hell? And another dead end. Okay. I'm running in circles for no apparent reason at this point. Yeah. Because I need to heal up.
I'm sorry you ended up on a plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand it must be very
Wow. Y'all just dead as hell. Yoink. Ooh. Yeah. More hints. Delightful. No, go.
You have all seen
What the hell is it? Am I doing the dumb? Swoop! Whoa! Hooray! Right? No? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Not that I use ammo, so I don't know why I even bother doing that. Yeah. Fully healed. That was the main purpose of that. Just because I goofed. Look, where is this freaking dude that's got fatigue? No. Oh. Oh. Loot, 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 loot. And now I'm stuck on the table. Okay, we're good. Champianos! Championinis! Look. I know I'm supposed to come talk to this guy. I also need to find...
Please, Jonathan, come in.
I just did.
fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire.
The irony.
One might say a gift from heaven.
I mean...
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Why does half the doctors in this hospital got a crush on me? That's weird. I don't know. You need to calm down. Okay.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Indeed. Ooh, what's this? Oh, snitches get stitches in hospital. Stupid. Right here then. No. So wait, I need to go find this dude because apparently he's got fatigue. Because he don't know how to go to sleep. So, where is his face? Who are you talking to? Yoink. Indeed. Sodium Hoppy Poppy Pop. I didn't even bother reading it. It's fine. 2000 XP. Good average. That's you. Right. Where's this freaking fatigued guy?
to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
What? You in there talking to dead people? You better calm your ass down. What's this? Indeed. Hello.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana. Pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Indeed.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Eh? Oh, I would... Derp.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Pardon me.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
I'm sure they can, but I'm sure I don't know what in the hell most any of these do. Heyo! I joke. Oh, okay, selling. Haha. No, I'm not selling anything right now because... yeah, I don't know what anything does. Anyway. So, I need to find a frail lady and a fatigued guy. Where, oh where? The no. There's shiny stuff in here. Yeah.
It's locked, all right.
Nah. Where in the hell am I supposed to be going? Indeed. I may eventually figure out what the hell I'm doing, but probably not. Look, I saw shiny, alright? Bastard. No. What's this? Ooh, what's this? Oh my. Uh-huh. More loot. Still haven't found the people. Where are these people? You. Why'd he disappear? Ooh. Can I put a... Yeah, where the hell's he at? I did... Trying to place a marker. Place marker? But if I place marker, then it... Alright, so you're somewhere in this area and just fucking can't place a marker on you and you're just a poo-poo head. What the hell is this? Wait a minute.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
What the hell? How do I...
Good evening, sir.
Well, I'm apparently confused by this map. Yoink.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Not really.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reid.
Indeed. Well, he's already a gun runner, so he might know of some shenaniganry.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reid. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the eldest patient here.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
They get fired? That kind of sucks.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
See, that right there, that's a prime example of not knowing exactly what they're going to say versus what this says. Because I'm thinking he says bound by despair. Okay, fair enough. You're in a shitty situation. You hooked up. It makes perfect sense. But he's actually saying it's a bad thing now? Make up... Not know. Calm your ass down. What?
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, You'll have to pay me a little fee, that's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Ah, same sense.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
And a couple of days from now, I'm probably going to kill everybody. Wait, what? So why is that still... Did I not already...
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired.
Yeah, I already...
Of all this
That
shit.
one wasn't great
Tired of all
or
those corpses piling up.
less
She's as depressed
blue?
as I am.
I don't know.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reid. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
See, I wouldn't even... How you feeling, Milton?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Well, extort a bunch more money from some folks, grab up Pippa, whatever the hell you said her name is, and y'all get the fiddly fuck up out of town. You are probably, yep, not by much though. Alright.
Goodbye, Milton.
Rightio. Now. Eh? Hello, lady.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
Well, look now, maybe the man wants to go and be with his dead wife.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
I tend to have that effect on people. I joke. I mean, they legitimately used him for catching that guy.
It seems I'm the butt of a joke, or pigeon of a con. Dr. Swansea might have told me who I was going to meet.
I know you're a man of action, Doctor, but take a moment to contemplate the terrain. In this war, discretion is both weapon and shield.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Oh dear.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
Huh. Probably some kind of moral thing about being a vampire. Yeah, sure, why not?
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Oh? Well, gosh.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Probably gonna expose her if she did.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient, or their family.
Oh my. Yeah, that's kind of obvious, I would think, but okay.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
My goodness.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
It's true.
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reid. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Yay. Fantastic. However, discretion? Yeah, I don't know about all that.